Thank you to Morris Arkletum for their generous donation on Patreon. I stand just outside the building's door, waiting around for Keisuke to finish washing himself up. Even with no one else around, I still don't feel at all too comfortable showering here. So I rather stick to my routine of bathing at home and wait outside for Keisuke to come out. Part of me feels a little tense. Still remembering what happened the last time I was waiting for Keisuke to finish his shower. Then why wouldn't you just wait inside? But I know Alexander's gonna be here this time. I guess he couldn't... What? But I know Alexander's gonna be here this time. I guess he couldn't be even if he wanted to. What? From what Keisuke told me, he seems to have gotten chewed out real bad, so I'm not surprised. I can't help but feel a little guilty, since I know his concerns were justified after all. I mean, he was way too harsh, but I can understand why. What the hell? Wow, that just straight up looks like a pajama top. Sorry for making you wait. It's okay. How do you feel? Much better. I didn't even realize how sore I was until after the warm water started making my body relax. Been there. What about you? There's no way you're comfortable wearing those clothes soaked with sweat. Ew, gross. The sooner we get home, the better. Could you handle the walk home? Of course I can. Who do you think I am? I'm Super Bunny, motherfucker. An overworking nutcase? Just waiting a guess here. We start on our way home, definitely walking slower than usual, though even that isn't a big deal since we get to chat as much as we want on the way. After a much longer walk than I initially expected, we finally reached my street, seeing my house in the distance. Man, I can't wait to take a nice long bath and pass out in bed. I'm feeling sore and muscles I didn't even know I had. With me, I had to try the clothes out so they could give an idea what design to go for. Even after I insisted I wasn't the right person for the job, they wouldn't budge. How unreasonable is that? During the trip, Keisuke tells me more about how he ended up with his current situation as his band's dress-up doll. From the sounds of it, it seems he was cornered into the role with no chance to refuse. I almost feel sorry for him, but it's not like they could force him to do something he doesn't want. If he had seriously refused, they wouldn't have been able to do anything about it. At the end of the day, he just gave in. Look on the bright side. At least you get to look cute. Don't even joke about that. What's with that shirt's color? The outfit was definitely a bit unusual, but aren't you being too critical? Am I? I can't help it. I felt ridiculous. Nah, you look good. You say that now, but I remember you making fun of me then. I wouldn't say I was making fun of you. I was shocked more than anything. I opened the gate and unlocked the front door, allowing for the two of us to head inside. Man, I can't wait to soak in the tub. I can imagine. There's no way you're feeling comfortable like that. Yeah, but is fucking Alexander in here with a gun or something? Oh. There we go. I freeze as soon as I walk into the living room, seeing Aki sitting on the couch and chatting with someone sat directly across him. There he is. Oh my god. Oh boy. All right, so he's holding my family hostage. That's cool. That's totally cool. What's wrong? Alex! Oh, good. I'm not imagining him here. Alexander and Aki both turn around, looking at our direction. As soon as Alexander's eyes fall on me, I felt a shiver running down my body. Hi. Good evening. Oh, Christ. Hey, it took you too long enough. Did you lose track of time while training? Despite everything, he answers quite politely, his eyes only lingering on me for a few seconds. What are you doing here? I needed to check up on you. Check? Alex, did you already forget what I told you last time? Oh, God. Losing his temper, Keisuke raises his voice, making Aki's eyes go wide in his seat. What's wrong, Keisuke-san? Maybe you should calm down a bit, Keisuke. Apologies. It is still my... Nope. Apologies. It is still my job to keep you safe. I told you there was no need. Besides, you're suspended right now.
That just means I technically don't need to listen to you until my suspension ends.
What?
What? The fuck logic does that? No, that doesn't. That's not what that fucking means. Jesus Christ. Is he seriously using his suspension as an excuse to disregard orders?
That's not what a suspension means.
I'm down. I'm aware of that. I was merely joking.
I'm not so sure I believe that. Alex, could I please speak to you outside? The behemoth of a wolf nods, standing up and walking up to us by the entrance. I reflexively take a step back as he passes by me, still feeling a little uncomfortable being so close to him. Is everything okay? Yeah, don't worry about it, Aki. Keisuke just needs to talk about work. I'd rather not make Aki uncomfortable with this whole thing, if at all possible. I'd also rather not be uncomfortable myself, but we can't always get what we want. If you say so. Hey, Aki, could you go draw me a quick bath while I go outside to check up on those two? Serious, Key? That one's just a typo. It's okay. Fine. Thank you. This way he won't see them on the other side of the window if anything happens. Man, maybe I'm just getting a little too paranoid. And then fucking Keisuke fucking gets thrown through a window, like fucking, whoa! I head back outside against my better judgment. Wanted to see what these two are going to be talking about. I know it's technically none of my business, but given that I'm the subject of conversation, it also really feels like it is. You can't just drop by someone else's house unannounced. This is neither mine nor your home.
I came to look after you.
I don't need to be looked after. The first thing I hear is Keisuke's voice getting louder and angrier. Not the best start.
It is my job.
Your job is to protect me from potential kidnappers, robbers, people like that. Not from my friends and family.
If they could harm you, then it is my job to protect you.
I walk up to Keisuke's side, suddenly feeling very self-conscious in here. In here, you're outside. Alexander watches me the whole time, his eyes trained on me like someone looking at a target. Hi there. Sorry, Benjamin. I'm just arguing with this idiot about doing unnecessary things.
Our definitions of unnecessary are very different.
It sure seems that way.
People aren't as simple as you might think. I'm merely trying to make sure you don't get taken advantage of.
That's not up for you to decide. Stop trying to scrutinize every little thing. I'm more than capable of deciding who I can or can't trust.
Clearly not.
Then he shoots another piercing look my way, sending shivers over my entire body and leaving me rooted to the spot, afraid to even breathe. Yes, I am. I am not a child anymore, Alex. Just because I might fight with people sometimes doesn't mean that you get a pass to unilaterally decide keep them, just to keep them away from me. That's not your decision to make.
Then what?
I'm supposed to merely ignore what he has done to you? What has been done to you? It was a bad idea to come out here, wasn't it? I know he's only trying to look out for Keisuke, but it makes me feel nauseated to be reminded of that. Like I said, I can take care of myself. What happened is between me and Benjamin. We talked things through and came up with our decision on it, none of which is any of your business.
I disagree.
I don't care whether you disagree or not. I'm your boss here, not the other way around.
True.
Besides, I know Benjamin better than you do. Is it really that hard for you to believe that I simply know something that you don't?
Yes. My God, you're really stubborn.
Nope.
My God, you're really stubborn. I don't mean disrespect. However, it is my job to read people and decide whether they present a threat or not.
Sure, I'll give you that, but do remember that you've also been teaching me to look after myself since I was a kid. Do you really think I wouldn't be able to beat Benjamin up if you turned out to be right and he attacked me? Excuse me?
I suppose that is quite true.
If you don't trust the people around me, then at least trust me that you taught me well enough to be able to look after myself.
I suppose you have always been quite good at self-defense.
Exactly. I don't think I like where this conversation's going. Just let me take care of myself here, Alex. I know what I'm doing.
All right. I shall give you the benefit of the doubt for now.
That easy? I know Keisuke's his boss and everything, but you're the guy who literally squeezed my shoulder till it bled and told me you didn't trust me anymore. If convincing you was going to be this easy, then what the hell was I hurt for?
But let it be said that if anything happens again, I won't be as merciful as last time.
I spoke too soon. Does that mean things are good? You won't threaten Benjamin anymore?
I haven't threatened him.
Sure you haven't. And showing up inside his house out of nowhere was, what, a prank?
The purpose of my visit wasn't solely to threaten him.
Solely? So you did want to threaten me after all. Also, the assault. What about that? That was also pretty fucking threatening. Oh, really? Then what did you come over here for?
Since I don't know how long you'll be staying here for, I went by the estate and picked up some clothes for you. They're in a bag I left inside.
Oh, so that's why you showed up. I'm sorry I thought so badly of you. Wait. Am I the only one who picked up on the fact that he didn't say he didn't solely come over here to threaten me instead of saying he didn't come over to threaten me?
It's quite all right. I grabbed you about a week's worth of clothing. Of course, I can always pick up more if you end up staying for longer than that.
Or we could just wash them.
Good point.
But what about socks?
What about socks?
What will I do when I run out of clean socks?
What do you usually do when you run out of clean socks?
Isn't that obvious? You buy more.
Excuse me? You buy more? You're telling me that you buy new socks every time you use a pair?
Yes, of course. Isn't that obvious?
Of course. It isn't! What do you mean you buy new socks every single time instead of what?
Did his clothes fucking changed? Did anyone else notice? He got so frustrated at the audacity of buying new socks every time that his clothes went Super Saiyan.
What do you mean you buy new socks every single time instead of washing the ones you have? What kind of crazy thought process is this?
What? You don't dispose of your old socks?
Old? You consider socks old after using them only once?
Isn't that the norm?
It very much isn't, you weirdo!
I see. Alex, am I out of touch?
I'm afraid so, yes. Your boyfriend is correct. Regular people don't usually throw away their clothing after wearing it once.
Even socks?
Even socks.
How haven't I been told this before?
I am merely a servant. It would be unseemly for me to argue with how my employer wants to do things.
Bullshit! You were arguing with how Keisuke wanted to do things just now! Be a man and at least admit that you didn't want to be asked. Okay, fuck the be a man part, and where the hell did be asked come from? Did you watch a BBC special right before this shit? I see. And here I thought I was getting better at this sort of thing. I'll just wash your socks for you. It's not a big deal. I couldn't trouble you with that. It'd be way more trouble if we had to go out and buy you new socks every couple of days, though.
There is one other thing I needed to inform you of.
Yes?
I heard from one of my contacts at the estate that Master Saga wished to speak with you. It seems there were talks of him coming over for a visit.
At the mere mention of his father's name, Keisuke's body stiffened. Ooh, the light went out of his eyes. Christ. His facial expression changing completely. When? And for what reason?
That I do not know. It seems he has not disclosed it to anyone operating in our faction. After what happened last time, faction politics have gotten even more complicated.
I suppose that's not a surprise. Even Kuroda defected. I wouldn't be shocked if I were losing supporters by the minute.
You would be correct. There are some that might pretend to go to the other side for information, but they would rightly be treated with distrust for the foreseeable future. So I wouldn't believe them to be able to gather much intel.
This really is a fucking mafia family, isn't it? I wouldn't ask anyone to put themselves through such a risk. There's no payoff in sight for it. I don't intend to take over the company, so my faction is doomed from the beginning.
Yes.
No offense, but all this faction talk and whatnot makes it sound like we're in a spy movie. I wish. At least that would be more exciting.
Not that corporate spies are unheard of.
I thought corporate spies would be people from other companies trying to steal trade secrets for themselves. Not people from the same company essentially bickering with each other over family drama. Just one more thing I need to be wary of, it seems. Just one more thing I need to be wary of, it seems.
I shall keep you updated if any more information comes along, though it is difficult to get any during my suspension.
That might have been part of the reason why you got suspended in the first place. The timing is just too convenient otherwise.
I agree. It's good that you noticed as well.
Please tell me you weren't testing me.
I don't believe you would like it if I were to lie.
Great. Now you decide to be honest with me. You sure have a great sense of humor, don't you?
I always have.
Well, keep me updated if anything happens at the house. And thank you again for dropping those clothes by.
Of course. I shall be going now, that you can rest.
What? You'll just drop that bomb on me and leave?
I believe it was you who said I can't just drop by unannounced on someone else's home.
You're really good at throwing things back in my face, aren't you?
No, he's not, actually.
But I've litigated enough of this fucking update, so let's just continue.
Yes.
Don't worry, I'll take care of Keisuke. Maybe feeling emboldened by the light, pleasant atmosphere, I decide to speak up. If there's ever a time for Alexander to slap me down, that would be it.
That remains to be seen.
Right. At least it didn't straight up shoot me down. Progress.
Have a good night.
Good night. I'll talk to you later, Alex. The wolf nods, going through the gate and walking out into the street, leaving Keisuke and I alone again under the cover of darkness. That went better than I thought it would.
Speak for yourself. Did you really have to tell him you'd beat me up?
You'd prefer if I didn't convince him to leave you alone?
I'd prefer if convincing him didn't involve talking about beating the crap out of me like it was a totally normal thing.
You worry too much. Alex probably put a fucking listening device in our living room. He bugged Aki. He converted a spy. A spy.
Stop beating me. Stop it. It's almost done. Stop it.
You worry too much.
You say that, but
I'll keep my eye on you. Just kidding. Now come on, let's get you inside, smelly guy. You really need to get your bath.
you stinky.
There are better ways to say that. I disagree. This is the perfect way to say it.
The more comfortable you get around me, the snarkier you get.
You have yet to see my full power. Fuck off with that.
That is terrifying, actually.
Sometime later. Stop trying to keep all the hours together.
Wait, what? Crap, did I fall asleep in here? I told myself I was going to relax and soak in a little bit longer, but I think I fell asleep. Water isn't even that warm anymore. Jeez, I didn't realize I was that tired. It's kind of embarrassing. Step out of the tub, draining the water from it, and beginning my long drying routine. Taking care of fur is such a pain in the ass. Once I reach a point where I can safely dress myself without wetting my clothes, I put them on and head downstairs for something to drink. As soon as I get downstairs, I begin to notice a weird noise that I hadn't heard earlier. Who's making this racket? Not loud enough to hear from upstairs, but it's definitely loud. I pass through the kitchen, heading for the source of the sounds, which seem to be coming from the laundry area. As soon as I get there, however, Oh, man. Full disclosure, I don't know where it was, but I did see the CG somewhere already. So I knew somewhere this was coming, but here he is. Keisuke in all of his ineptitude glory, clutching a sudsy fucking washing machine. You poor fuck. The thought I'm welcome to is one I don't quite know how to describe. Good thing that this is a visual novel. What the hell? Words escape my lips before my brain has a chance to process what is happening in front of me. Hearing me, Keisuke turns his head around to look at me, weeping in the most over-the-top fashion. Benjamin-san, please help! Oh, there's us. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't walk away right now. He looks so serious, so serious. No! Please help! What did you do? I was trying to help! Help? Help make what? A mess? I was trying to do your laundry and mine together! Oh, there he is. The full scene. Christ. Let's just look at this for a second. First of all, that is a very nice laundry room. They got shelves, whatever. Yuichi over here with the fucking toe socks. Very nice. Yeah, let's get to the main event here. Fucking Keisuke. You poor sheltered thing. You have no idea what's going on in the world. Even just trying to wrap my brain around what is happening is liable to give me a headache. There is so much water and soap leaking out of the washing machine. How? I don't know! I wasn't gonna ask because I already knew. But thanks! To take a step back as the seeping water running on the floor is starting to make its way closer and closer to me. The last thing I need this late at night is a wet sock. I don't even know where to begin here. Just shut up and help me! Is that how you ask people for favors? Why are you even hugging the damn thing? I'm trying to keep it from seeping out! You're not doing a good job of it. No shit! What happened to your clothes? Are you just gonna stand there and ask me questions? They got wet, so I took them off. Are you happy? I don't know what I'm feeling right now. Shaking my head one final time, I quickly grab a mop and a bucket, taking my socks off before walking through a puddle of soapy water to pull the plug on the washing machine. Just FYI, first thing you should have done, pull the plug. Don't look so smug! I don't think smug is the word for it. Stunned? Probably fits the bill better. Okay. Let go of the washing machine and help me out here, Huggy. Oh, please don't give me a weird nickname. And there he is. Matter of time later. It takes a while to finish cleaning off the mess Keisuke made in the laundry room. By the end of it, I'm a little wetter than I'd like, though even that pales in comparison to how soaking wet the hair is right now. I'm sorry, I just really need to ask this question again. How? I already told you that I don't know! What did you even do? Nothing! I just put the clothes in a washing machine like normal! If that was all you had done, there wouldn't be a pile of wet clothes and an unplugged washing machine in the room right now. Walk me through exactly what you did. Seriously, you don't trust me? It's not about trust. Again, there's a pile of wet clothes and an unplugged washing machine in that room right now. Humor me. Okay, I just opened the washing machine, put the soap and fabric softener in the dispenser, and then put the clothes and water inside. Wait. You put the clothes and water?
Yeah, why?
The machine fills itself with water automatically. Yeah, there's a dial on it. Where you set the full machine, how full the machine currently is, so it knows how much water to pump inside. You probably overfilled it when you manually added water.
No way. I don't want to be the guy that kicks someone when they're down, but
How do you manage to screw up that badly? At least he was trying to help. That part gets overlooked a lot in these situations. Someone just trying to help. Well, then I'll stop trying. Good luck getting a plate out of the fucking thing without messing up the forks. What about the soap?
what about it?
How much of it did you add? Considering the crazy amount of soapy water that was pouring out, I can't believe that you put the correct amount inside.
No, I followed the guidelines.
Did you?
Yes, I made sure to fill it up to the line.
Oh boy. When you say you filled it up to the line, you mean
The fill up to here line on the inside of the soap dispenser.
you do know that line is a maximum amount, right? It's not how much you should use every time. Bingo. Yeah, considering you only put 1/4 of the maximum clothing capacity inside, you massively overfilled the machine in terms of soap.
No. I know you've had servants doing this for you since you were a kid, but damn. This level of incompetence is shocking.
I give the sulking hair a few pats on the back, trying to cheer him up. Why don't you head up to the bedroom? I'll put your clothes back in the washing machine.
Okay.
The dejected hair trudges out of sight and up the stairs, leaving me alone to finish organizing the mess he'd left behind. Luckily, draining the washing machine of the excess water didn't take all that long. Less than 10 minutes, I have it back in working condition and starting its cycle with her clothes. Thank God it didn't make any kind of lasting damage. Getting back to my room, I see Keisuke sitting at the desk and making notes on the same book as before. Or at least trying to. He seems to be fidgeting more than anything else. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm just a bit restless.
You still feeling bad about what happened downstairs?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wanted to prove that I could be helpful, but I ended up just making a mess for you to clean up. It's no big deal. You don't need to worry about it so much.
Easier said than done. I hate feeling useless.
You were never taught how to do these kinds of things. It's no surprise that you'd struggle. At least you're trying.
Thanks. You're really sweet. Although I won't lie, you could have at least looked up a video on how to use a washing machine or something of the sorts. Someone so smart, you sure can have incredibly dumb moments that challenge belief.
Of course, it's the least I can do.
The least you can do, huh? You're already doing way more than that.
You think?
Of course. You're letting me stay here, taking care of me, challenging me on my stupid ideas. You're doing a lot more than the least.
If you say so. Truth be told, I still feel bad.
Because of Alex?
More like because of what I did. Alex showing up was just a reminder.
Stop worrying about it so much. We've squared things off, didn't we?
Just because we came to a resolution doesn't mean it's easy to let go.
I guess I can get that.
Keisuke gets up from the chair, slowly walking up to me. He reaches up with one of his hands, caressing my cheek while pressing his body up against mine, making me acutely aware of his current state of undress.
You and I are good, okay?
Trust me when I say that. I'm quite happy right now, and I don't feel the least bit of discomfort being around you. In fact, the hair stands up at the tip of his toes, his face getting closer to mine. I instinctively close my eyes, enjoying the pleasant sensation of something warm and soft pressing against my lips. I kiss back, nibbling on Keisuke's delicate lips, drawing a soft groan from the hair.
You're a really good kisser.
I'm glad. My mind kind of blanked since it felt so good. I just did whatever felt natural to me.
Trust me on this, okay?
Okay.
Now, I don't mean to cut a nice moment short, but is it okay if we head to bed? I can barely keep my eyes open right now.
I get that. I actually fell asleep in the hot tub, so I can't judge you on that.
Yeah, I think maybe we overdid it in practice today. My whole body hurts.
We? There is no we here, mister. You're the one who kept demanding more and more matches because you hated to lose.
While Keisuke nestles himself down in the bed, I flick the lights off, taking my own clothes off until I'm left with nothing but my underwear before climbing into bed as well. I wrap my arms around the hair, pulling him towards me and making him gasp. But Benjamin,
just let me have this.
I kiss his neck, holding Keisuke close to me, enjoying the warmth of his body pressed up against mine. My God, you have changed from the guy who would balk and run screaming into the night at the mere mention of a man in his shirt being off.
You're really soft and fluffy. I don't want to let go.
Okay, I can give you that much.
I close my eyes, pressing my forehead against the back of my hair's neck. Before long, I drift off.
Oh, okay. And that's the end of the update, so let's save here. 30-30-29. Boom. Save. All right, let's read the author's notes. All the author's notes are pretty much the same every time. And the author's notes, and that's it for this update of 10 essays. Thank you for watching. Do the things that YouTube wants you to do, like pressing the buttons and leaving comments and stuff. Bye.